By the end of this video, you'll not only know the pros and cons of V-Shred, but you'll also know, number one, if it's for you, because a lot of the reviews seem to be about mismanaged expectations. And number two, we will separate the science from the marketing jargon on their website so you know exactly what you're getting and if you can get it elsewhere. Hi Viva fam, this is Richa from Coach Viva. Let's go.
So first, what is V-Shred? V-Shred is a collection of programs to help you lose fat or gain muscle. These programs consist of guides for nutrition and exercise and tips for staying on track. Plus, you get to choose from a custom nutrition and workout plan for you. Now, they do have quite a lot of programs that they offer. Depending on what program you select, you get everything or some of the following. A new workout plan every week based on your body type and fitness goals. So for women, they allow you to select from categories like skinny fat, fat, and just skinny. For men, the categories are bulking, skinny fat, losing the last layer of fat, and just fat. They provide an access to exercise libraries with details on each exercise, custom exercise plan, custom nutrition plan, a supplements guide, access to a private Facebook community where Vince, the founder, and his team of trainers answer your questions, weekly check-ins with a trainer, and daily emails to help motivate you. Most popular programs are the 30-Day Challenge, the Custom Diet, the Fat Loss Extreme, and the Ripped and Toned in 90 Days program. So we're primarily going to focus on those. The 30-Day Challenge and Custom Diet and Training consists of pretty much all the stuff I've said before, while the Fat Loss Extreme has all of the above except the weekly check-in.
Before we dive into the pros and cons, I want to make a note that V-Shred does have a lot of positive testimonials to show, but I'm not listing them as a pro because pretty much any program out there, no matter if it's crazy or great or whatever kind, has a lot of positive testimonials to show. My focus is to evaluate on the methods that V-Shred uses to deliver you results. And number one, how well those methods deliver you results. And number two, how well are those methods implemented for you to use.
Alright, first, V-Shred offers a lot of foundational information. The course on macros is really helpful in helping you understand how to eat well and be satisfied even while eating less calories. Besides the nutrition course, V-Shred also has an exercise library as well as mindset practices to help you stay on track. And as you know, Richa and I also deeply agree that foundational information is key to helping clients set the right expectations for their journey. When results match expectations, people are going to stick to their plan longer. And I'm really glad that V-Shred really pays attention to this, teaching people to fish instead of just giving them the fish. So besides setting expectation, V-Shreds also help people independently understand the tools to figure out and manage their own lifestyle such that eventually they know how to, keep up the progress on their own and they don't need V-Shred anymore.
Pro number two, easy to follow at-home exercises. Lots of reviews mentioned the at-home exercises to be especially helpful. Each exercise has very specific how-to instructions and they're also in a progression so that you can match your fitness level to the variation of that exercise that you're able to do right now. Note that while most of the reviews mentioned the at-home exercises, V-Shred does have the gym version of those exercises as well.
The third good thing about V-Shred is that there is a trainer available to answer all of your questions. Now, this is mainly the option given to those who are on the 30-Day Challenge or the Custom Diet and Training program. So what you get is basically unlimited access over email to your trainer and weekly check-ins that have kept many people on track. You can ask them questions and even ask for changes or substitutions to your diet or workout plans. And the turnaround time is fairly fast according to most people.
Pro number four, quick customer service. Lots of people said in the review that the customer service was very friendly and very prompt in taking care of any cancellations or refunds for stuff that they had inadvertently signed up for.
And finally, V-Shred has a Facebook group where a lot of members can join and help support each other. One of the things that people really like about this Facebook group is seeing other people's progress. Seeing other people's progress can be really motivating. And of course, they also really like that they get to ask questions and get answers from trainers and the community as well.
Con number one, hard to know where to start. Some of the reviews have talked about even before signing up, they didn't exactly know what they were paying for. I suggest that you read very carefully what they say that you're paying for and use their customer service, which, as we learned from the pros, is very prompt and friendly. And I'm guessing they would be even more friendly if you're a prospective customer. Some people also talked about being confused that they were only given a link to the private Facebook group, but not the program itself with all the workouts and the nutrition plan and things. It's possible that they missed the email with their sign-up information because you need to go to VShred's website and sign in order to be able to see your program. So heads up on that if you sign up. Once you sign up, there does not seem to be a step-by-step outline of start here, then do this, and so on. All of the foundational information is available to you at once, which some people find overwhelming. So unless you bought their custom workout or diet add-on, it seems you just have to dive into the material and put things together yourself.
The next con is that there is a lot of information and it can be not only overwhelmed but also a little bit inconsistent and incomplete. I'll tell you what I mean. One of the pros that we mentioned earlier was that VShred teaches you a lot of foundational information. But there are two cons to this. VShred's YouTube channel, for instance, has been called out multiple times for providing information without enough context. So what happens is this can sometimes lead to exercise injury. For instance, they can tell you how to do kettlebell cleans without really going in detail into proper technique and like what are the corner cases you have to watch out for. Anybody who's done kettlebell cleans know that it's very easy to injure yourself if you're not doing it with the correct form. Another example is giving tips that don't really have very high returns and aren't really necessary for people just starting out. For instance, increasing your protein consumption around your workouts. While this is a great thing to do to kind of like, take it to the next level, most people don't need to do this at the very start. And it can be really irritating to have to like eat so much protein, when you're not hungry, for instance.
Con number 3, limits to customization. For example, VShred does not account for your schedule. Like, do you work night shifts? Are you doing intermittent fasting that you're pretty passionate about continuing? Your culture. So for example, all of the meal recommendations are US specific, and all of their tips on how to stick to the nutrition guideline are also US culture specific. For example, in some cultures, it's rude that if you go to a restaurant, you pack half of the food. Your preferences. So in the workout program, the cardio portion especially focuses on high intensity interval training or HIIT. Now, let's say you don't actually enjoy HIIT and instead, let's say you enjoy pole dancing. How does that fit? And just constraints that you might have, like let's say physical disability to be able to do some exercises. Now you can ask the trainers to make tweaks to your programs, like making substitutes or changing it entirely, but quite a few reviews have complained that they have slow turnaround time. My guess is that the easy substitutes or replacements get done very quickly, but then the more intense ones, like for example, you want meal recommendations for someone in Singapore, that may take a really long time, and as a result, you may be blocked on actually applying your program until they give you that new meal recommendation. To be fair though, these limits to customization apply to pretty much any program out there unless, number 1, you get a one-on-one trainer or nutritionist who's working with you, or number 2, you get Coach Viva.
According to a lot of people, their custom diet plan is actually very limited. So you get a meal plan that lasts you the first month, which is 4 weeks. And a lot of the foods get repeated day to day. So people generally get tired of eating the same things. A couple of people have brought up that they actually got some food suggestions that they said that they didn't want. So you do have to be a little proactive and ask your trainer to tweak your meal plan. That can be a little inconvenient or time-consuming.
Con number 5, complaints about honoring their 30-day money-back guarantee. The sign-up process seems to be set in a way that you may accidentally check a lot of boxes that you didn't intend to check, so read carefully. There is no phone number for the customer service, so you have to keep emailing them. Also, there is a fine print which says that if you do the custom diet and workout add-on, then the 30-day money-back guarantee does not apply. So now you know.
And lastly, people complain that they send just a bit too much emails. However, it's not just sending too many emails, it's that most of the emails are trying to sell supplements to you. So some people just wire all of their emails into their junk folder just so they don't see it and so it doesn't bother them anymore. Of course, most people don't really want to do that.
Some negative reviews mention 2 things that I don't think are cons, but rather a misunderstanding of how any fitness coaching program works. Number 1, coach not hounding you enough. There are reviews which say that they never started the program after buying it and no one reached out to check with them on what's going on, or they started the program but then they stopped it and after a few times of the trainer reaching out, like no one reached out again. Bottom line, a coaching relationship is not a babysitting relationship. You need to show up, you need to ask questions, you need to actively own your progress towards your goals. While you work hard, the coach adds the work smart bit. The coach is responsible for making sure that all of your hard work is being channeled into the most effective path for you. And the coach is responsible for making sure that the hurdles in that path are as easy as possible for you to overcome. And they do this by leveraging their knowledge and experience to give you the tools and resources so that you can overcome them as quickly and easily as possible. This is not to say that the coaches shouldn't check in with you. Of course, any good coach is going to reach out to you to make sure that everything is going all right. But after 5 to 10 reach outs and you ignore them, the ball is in your court. This is true of not just V-Shred, but any coaching relationship that you have, whether it be in person with a trainer or nutritionist or an online coach.
The second thing is getting bored with your workouts or with a diet plan. This usually happens to people after a couple of months on the program. Okay, 2 things about this. 1, V-Shred and any program really are about giving you a quick start for your diets and workouts with the custom plan that you get to choose. And then you are meant to use the foundational information you get to graduate beyond the starter custom plan that you are provided with. That way, you can figure out and customize your own diet and workouts going forward. After all, that's what you want, right? Most people don't want to track meticulously against a program for their entire life. Most people want eventually to be able to eat and work out in a way that deeply satisfies them and that evolves with them as their tastes and interests evolve. And 2, while yes, you can have a new diet and workout plan every week and make progress, note that every time you start something new, there is a cost to starting it. You don't know exactly how the new stuff works, so it takes you more time and effort to figure it out at the very beginning. This is an overhead that can add up a lot over time and actually slow down your progress. If you're changing things too often, you're going to spend more time figuring out how things work than actually making progress. Thus, I really want to warn you against a novelty-driven mindset.
So who is it for? If you want a custom done-for-you diet and exercise program and access to a professional trainer, and you enjoy group accountability like in a Facebook group. Also, if you're someone who loves participating in challenges, then that's a great way to kickstart your journey. I recommend going for their custom diet and workout plan and using the trainer and weekly check-ins proactively.
Who is it not for? V-Shred is not for the DIY person who is interested in learning the fundamentals of nutrition and exercise and then wanting to carve their own path. While V-Shred does have a lot of educational material, there are cheaper ways to get that information. For instance, you can buy a lot of books on the subject. One of my favorites is Burn the Fat, Feed the Muscle by Tom Venuto, and you can get it for around $12 on Amazon. Another really good one for women is Thinner, Leaner, Stronger by Mike Matthews, and it's around $15 on Amazon. And then, of course, there's our book that Richa and I wrote, Lose Fat and Gain Muscle on Your Terms. And it is free. All you have to do is pay for shipping. So I'll link all of the books out in our description below. Second, V-Shred may not be the best program for you if you want customization beyond just your body stats. So for instance, if you already have a program that you're looking into doing or really want to try, like intermittent fasting, or you eat a lot of foods from a different culture, or you don't enjoy HIIT, but rather you like to do something more non-traditional like pole dancing, right? You may find it hard to get a plan that's exactly customized to your goals and what you prefer doing and eating.
There you have it, a comprehensive review of V-Shred. We're going to be doing more reviews of health and fitness products and services. If there is one that you want us to review, go ahead and leave that in the comment below. Also, if you like this content and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so that you get a notification every time we drop a video. Alright, until next time.